about a man who went to the Geordie doctor because his armpit smelled of coconuts. The Geordie doctor said, "Why, aye man, the bounty." Right lads and lasses, welcome back to another edition of RS Outdoors 7.4. Today I'm excited, I'm very excited. So last few months I've been watching a number of YouTube wild campers from up in the northeast, camping up in Northumberland in the Cheviot area, the Cheviot Hills, and I've seen one place in particular that's been hidden, named as a secret location that nobody's really willing to share or anything like that, which is fine. Got to protect your finds, I appreciate it, but done a lot of hard work over the last couple of weeks, month or so, trying to find this place. I think I found it. So I'm buzzing for this, I'm excited for this, and I think you will be as well. Alright, so listen, I'm absolutely bursting for a gypsy's kiss here, so I'm gonna hop in them trees quickly over there, do what a man's got to do, and I'll bring you back when I'm back on the trail. Right, and guys, a lot better. So I'm on the trail now. Like I said, I think I found this location now. I've been hunting for it for a while, a good few weeks. There's nothing disclosed about it online. Very, very difficult place to find. So I'm just hoping I've got a right place. It's not too far, which is good. It's not miles from the road, I don't have to walk too far if I'm in the right place. But yeah, I'm excited if you can't tell. Tell you what, like, it's steep, mate. Since that and then your videos I watch, I'm in the right place. Had to dish me rolling out already. Melting John. Whew. So really, I should be just past the halfway mark there now, provided I've read the map right and I am going where I think I'm going. Well, I'm going where I think I'm going, but still remains to see if it's the right place. Right, so guys, I'm going to see if I can get up here as a crow flies. I'm going over there, the boggiest terrain you've ever seen in your life. This outside of the Lake District. Been snowing a couple of weeks ago up here in Northumberland, raining incessantly for the last few days, so the ground very soft, boggy and marshy, and then coming up a hill full of babby's heads. Not a crack, mate. Look at the views, mate. Look where I'm at. Look at that, man. Oh, mate. It's worth it, like. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, so guys, I think think I've done it, you know. I think I've cracked the code and I've discovered the secret location. I think I'm here. Let me round the corner now, guys. What a day for it. What a day for it. I mean, the weather forecast said it was supposed to be lovely and sunny, next to no wind. Later on tonight it's going to pick up about 14-15 kilometres an hour wind, which is manageable, it's not that bad. But gusts between 44 and 50 tonight. Obviously I've got the Hilleberg soulo with us. I'll show you when I set up, so nothing I can't handle. Temperatures down to 0, but I'll show you all that when we stop and get set up. Like, I'm just going to concentrate on where I'm walking because it's really boggy here. This bit that I'm in now, but we're near there now, guys. So here, guys, I've made it, and guess what? It is the right place. So I'm in me, right? So I'm in, little clamber down there, a little bit scramble, and look where we are, man. Just look. Oh mate, you don't understand the buzz on me right now. Been dying for this. I'm so happy I found it. Welcome to the secret location. Right guys, so like I said earlier, I'm out in the Hilleberg Soulo red label. I'm not going to bore you with all the setting up, so by the magic of video editing, and she's made Hilleberg Soulo red label. Alright, just in the nick of time, because it's about to start raining. Well, it's spitting on already, so I'm going to get you in there, finish tying it all out. Don't want you out even a bit, do it. Right, and that's everything all set up there. Right, I'm just going to finish getting my sleeping mat, silver blanket, dust bag, everything in there, and getting some nice warm kit. I'll bring this back, I've got to stick my woolly hat back on because it is getting cold now. Right guys, so that's the sleeping kit in, emergency silver blanket on the bottom, Summit Extreme Etherlight XT, and a new pitch and trek pillow I got. It's like my Trekology one, but it's a different make, so I'm giving them a try. Same thing really, I burst my Trekology one. Alright, it's starting to rain again here now, so I'm going to quickly get my dust bag out, get myself sorted out, and I think I'm going to get a brew on and some scran. Yes. Yeah. I'm settled in now, Link. That brew was lovely. Sort this right out, warms up a bit. I'll show you around quickly. showing me setup. But before I do, let's check out those views out the front of my tent. Look at that. How lucky am I to be here tonight, man? Just look at that. Right guys, as you can see then, like I said, it's an absolutely beautiful location, right? But Jack Frost nipping at my fingers, so I think it's time now just to go and get all my warm kit on. I think I'm going to whack all my down pants, my down jacket, my down boots, everything that's warm, my gloves and that. Just going to get everything warm on now, and then we'll talk about some of the new features. Let's talk about some of the new features that I'm bringing to the future episodes starting from today. Oh mate, that's better. I'm fully down up now. I might look mental, I might look like the Michelin Man, or as my good mate Brian calls us, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. But look, I'm warm. Very warm, you know. These down pants are just lethal bit of kit, like, you know. A good down jacket, I like to wear the red ones, but I know people got their own preference. I'm got my down boots on here because I still want to investigate and wander around and the grass is wet, and my down boots haven't got the protective bottom, so they're only good for in the tent. Obviously my woolly hat, hood on there as well. This is a good little hat because it turns into a balaclava as well, mate. Full raven one, so you're not getting cold in that. Then I've got my mountain hoodie, and if I need it, I've also got my hood on there as well. Gloves, goes without saying, mate. But yeah, look mate, I'm not getting cold tonight, not a chance. Alright, but yeah, I feel great now, so I'm just gonna enjoy the scenery for a bit, and like I said, we'll have a chat about some of the new features that are coming. So good guys, like, honestly, like I said, we've got no idea how buzzing I am that I've actually found this place. It's amazing, like, definitely without a doubt one of the best places I've ever camped, not just in the northeast, anywhere. Beautiful, unreal, and the sunset over there starting to come in. Bring you over, mate. Have a look at this. Have a look at this, mate. Check it out, man. Check that out. Oh mate, it's just class, isn't it? So yeah, mate, buzzing. There's the sheep, there's my sheep, mate, look. Hi sheep, hope you're gonna behave yourself tonight. So it's 4 degrees it's saying, but it feels like 1 degree. It does feel cold, mate, right? But it must be cold because my gas has just failed. Now, granted, I'm an idiot and I haven't bought performance gas, but the gas has failed. So one of the features I was going to do, one of the new features, I'm going to have to put that on hold till the next time I'm out, because I'm not going to be able to cook the stuff that I want to cook on my backup stove. I mean, lucky for me, I'm not a complete Mongolian. I might be a bit of a Mongolian, but I'm not a complete Mongolian. I have got some nice little cheese and onion rolls that I can munch on. But I've got some mug shots as well, a couple of different mug shots. I'm just going to blast one of them in, I think. Nice creamy cheesy one. One of them will do, because like I said, I'm not a total Mongolian, and I've brought my little backup stove. Basically just use these little fire dragon gels. So I'm going to get that on the go, get myself a mug shot on, warm myself up. Handy these little fire gels, guys. Gonna be a lifesaver at night. Yeah, but it just goes to show, like, never just rely on your gas stove, especially in the winter. Hours now. That's the way. That's the way there, guys. Let's just get that boiled up now. Yeah, so that's the only thing when you're using these other stoves, and that's why I always bring gas with us. Like, I'm impatient, you know. Alcohol stoves much more reliable in the winter, and these little gel things, you know, they're good, much better, to be fair, more suited to winter. But I mean, you can see how cold it's getting here. My breath's blasting off already. But I just prefer gas, mate. It's quicker, it's easier, and like I said, I've done it waiting about for me, scrunning my brews. I just want it done fast. I'm not one of these peaceful campers who just wants to sit for 15 minutes waiting for his brew to boil. Do you know what I mean? I want my scranners because I'm hungry and I want it now. But, you know, each to their own. Like, but it's good to be prepared. So all I'm saying is, in the winter, mate, in the winter, if you're going to come out, make sure you've got a backup stove. Don't just rely on your gas in the winter, mate. Only a Mongolian would do that. Give it on, 1, 2, 1, 2, here I come. Mix it up. I'm just gonna let that sit for a bit, man. Handy little knife, fork and spoon kit this. Guys, got off eBay. Fiver. I know that might sound like a lot, but knife, fork and spoon, essentials. And I like the fact, come join together in this little carabiner, because I always lose mine. I lose them. I brought them out the house thinking, I'm clever, I'll be alright. Knife, fork and spoon out the house, costing more money. I lose them every single time. That little carabiner is a belt, and it just stays in my day sack all the time. And when I get home, I give them a quick wash and put them straight back in. One thing I will say is, admin's a key skill when you're out wild camping. I mean, when you finish, well, I was going to say when you finish using something, put it away. But I don't think it's necessarily that. I think as long as you've got a place for everything, and every time you set up, you know, that's that same place type thing. That's what I do now. I've all my warm kit and electricals at the top. My Tom Titch shovel and wipes. I always have my little table there. If I'm going to be cooking and stuff, so I know all my cooking stuff and eating stuff's all in one place. My warm kit and electricals are all in one place. And I always pack my day sack at the bottom of my feet. It just goes down there. So yeah, admin, key skill when you're out camping, like. I tell you what, they're sorted now. So, sun's about to go down now. It's getting pretty freezing. It's getting very cold, but just having a quick last look around, like, being thankful I'm here. And what a place. I think sometimes it's important, like, to just look at what you have got in your life. You know, I don't know, I'm here by myself tonight, but I'm here. I'm here. I feel very lucky. Look at that, mate. Look at that. What a place. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky. Right, and let's I think it's time now. Let's retire to tent. I need to put this on charge for a little bit anyway. So let's retire to tent. I'll start charging this up, and then we'll get on the grown-up pop. Right, and guys, I'm breaking out the good old 19 crimes now. Oh, I've already got a good bit in there, to be fair. Flipping there, nearly half a pint of 19 crimes in there. So I'm going to have a couple of sips of this, and then it's going to be time. Sorry, it's going to be time for one of our new features. First ever in this episode. Basically, before I came up here, I was having a look into some folklore and stuff. And what I think I'm going to start doing now, every single time I come out, if I go somewhere different, is basically I'm going to find a story about the place, and if I can, I'm going to make that a scary story, because let's face it, scary stories, all the Tories are scary, I think, aren't they? I mean, that's a bit political, but who knows? Scary stories are always better, aren't they? So here we go. It's time for our first ever gory story. Right, and guys, here I am. Now you're probably thinking, what's that crazy bastard doing dressed as a Viking? But I'm not. I'm not dressed as a Viking. That's where your lack of Northumbrian history leads you astray. I'm actually dressed as a fairy dwarf. King of the fairy dwarves. Otherwise known as the Duergar. And I think I'm saying that right. Duergar. Right? Now, I don't know this story of heart, so I'm going to be reading it off my phone. Alright, but tradition, placed in the Simonside Hills, a tribe of malicious dwarves. Me, I'm one of them tonight. I'll be wandering around here, so if you're a wild camping mate, you want to watch out, because you'll see this come around the corner, you'll be out your tenting away over the cheviot, faster than lightning, mate. Faster than lightning, right? So, in these dwarves bear the unusual name of Duergar. These creatures were nocturnal and delighted in leading travellers to their doom. In the folklore of the region, there are few creatures more clearly hostile to the presence of humans. The following brief tale describes their nature very well indeed. Alright, so here we go. This is a tale of the Duergar. Wait, while I get some 19 crimes, there's 2 seconds, mate. 2 seconds. So it's always better when you have a little drink, mate. I'm a drunken Duergar. Right, so not very far from the town of Rothbury in Northumberland lies a range of dangerous hills called the Simonside Hills. That might be a little bit of a clue as to where we are. The shepherds who live on these hills do not care to be away from home after night has fallen or when the fog is thick, for there are many ravines and steep places where one false step in the dark or in the mist may mean death. So basically, if you come up here, watch what you're doing and be careful. Much less to strangers, so basically strangers don't want to be around here on their own, who do not know these hills as well as the shepherds do. They don't care to be lost in them. Indeed, few strangers ever attempt to cross the moors in the dark. But once, a young man who was trying to reach the town of Rothbury found himself benighted there. Now, when saying benighted there, don't think it means like arise, sir, stranger. It's like overnight type thing. It's that type of crack, I think, mate, right? So he had meant to reach the town before sunset, but he had lost his way and now found himself many miles from his destination without a single light to guide him. Now, that is a scary situation. I wouldn't want to be lost anywhere on any hill without a light, and I think he's a bit of a foolish traveller, in my opinion. You know, so whatever's coming home from the Duergar, you probably deserve for being a Mongolian. Divvy. Who goes out on the hills without light, mate? Especially if you're going to be out there at night time. How am I? Use your common sense. Right, so he tried to keep to his path in the dark, but soon lost it. Yeah, going to want you, mate. His shepherd, by recognising the hill and that stream, might have picked his way home, but it was the first time this traveller had been among these hills, so very wisely he decided to look for some little cave or sheltered place where he could spend the night. Right here, mate, bunker down for the night. First light, off we go. He was just about to settle down with his back against a big overhanging rock, loads of them around here, right, that he thought he would screen him from the wind, when he saw not very far away a glimmering light. Perhaps it is some shepherd's house, he thought, and I can shelter there. Right, let's get amongst that, mate. So he began to pick his way very carefully through the bracken and over the stones towards the light. Right, mate, quick drink. Right, yeah, but yeah, so this geezer's lost. The Mongolian hasn't even got a light, but he's seen somewhere he thinks he can shelter. So when he reached it, he found that the light came from a little hut built of wood and roofed with thick sods. It was just such a hut as the shepherds sometimes used during the lambing time, and the light came from a little fire that was burning on the floor between two rough grey stones. On the right-hand side were two great logs as thick as gateposts. How relieved the traveller was when he saw this snug little place, for he knew that the greatest enemy of the benighted wanderer was the cold night air. Lots of nights in this story. Wow, Lancelot. He piled some of the smaller sticks on the fire, pulled his coat around him, and sat down on one of the grey stones. I tell you what, mate, right, I'm not being funny here, but I could do it for fire now. Like, my toes are Baltic. Cold now, mate. My toes are getting cold, mate. Proper cold, but look, I'll get through this and I'll get my down boots on. Mate, your beard's all over the cafe, mate. Right, so he had scarce sat down when into the hut walked a most surprising little figure. It was a dwarf, who stood no higher than a traveller's knee. I mean, that's a really small dwarf. His coat was made out of a lamb's skin, his trousers and shoes of moleskins, and his hat of green moss. It's his beard. Decorated with a tall feather from a cock pheasant. He came in without a greeting and sat down on the other grey stone and scowled at the traveller as if to ask what he was doing there. What are you doing in my hut, mate? Round my fire? The young man was surprised and too startled to ask who the fairy was, and by, when he recovered himself, he was glad he had not spoken, for the little man kept on scowling at him as if seeking for some reason to pick a quarrel. "This is a Duergar," said the traveller to himself. "I must do nothing to offend him, for I know that these dwarves mean harm to mortals and fly into a rage very quickly." So he kept still and stared back at the dwarf. On a second, mate. He doesn't want to upset the Duergar, but he decided to just sit there and stare him out. There's a reason in that, mate. I don't know where this is going. So he's on the moors, in the dark, no light. He's gone to a Duergar's house, mate, using his fire, nicking all his wood. The geezer's come home and sat down, he's looking at him, he's not happy, understandable, because he's pinching all his wood and his fire. And he's just decided to sit and stare the little fella out. Oh, mate, he's gonna be unhappy, isn't he? Right, so presently the fire began to die down, and the traveller could feel the cold air creeping into the room. It began to nip his fingers and his toes. Nevertheless, he did not stir until the cold began to creep up his arms and legs and made him shiver. The dwarf did not seem to feel the cold at all, but at last the man felt that he could stand it no longer. Reaching forward, he took a handful of the small sticks that lay on the right-hand side of the fire and threw them on the dying embers. No sooner had he done that than the Duergar gave him a worse scowl than ever. "You nicked his wood, mate? I'll play the game." Leaning over to the gatepost, and though it was twice his size and twice as thick as his own body, he smashed it across his knee, hardcore as Duergar, as if it were matchwood. Whoa, mate. Then he threw the pieces on the fire, as if to say, any child can break pieces of kindling sticks. Take the other post and see if you can break that. Go on, mate, I challenge you. Me, the Duergar, smashing post, you'll go big, man, let's see if you've got the power, right? But the traveller, saying that this was a kind of trap for him, probably just test, mate, and he never stirred, but he kept on staring at the dwarf as motionless as a statue. So he just keeps staring this little geezer out all the time, mate. Talk about annoying me. If someone was sitting staring me out beside a fire, I'd have to stop myself getting up in his face. Like, what are you looking at, mate? What are you looking at? No, I think it's understandable from the Duergar point of view, but we'll crack on and see what happens. By and by, the fire died down again, but the man kept on staring at the dwarf and never moving a finger. Right, and the dwarf scowled back at him. The room grew darker and darker and colder till suddenly, away down in the valley, a cock crew. Aha! And as soon as the cock had crowed, the dwarf disappeared, and with him the hut and the fire. Wow! The traveller looked up. The sky in the east was turning grey, and by its dim light he saw that he was still sitting on the big grey stone. But it was the topmost stone of a dark, rugged precipice. Had he leaned over to the left to reach the other gatepost, as the dwarf had challenged him to do, he would have fallen down a cliff and killed himself. Oh, mate. He did the right thing staring that little fella out, didn't he? It's an intimidating tale, and one which is entirely consistent with the depiction of Duergar and other local tales. They play a large part in the folklore of Crocodile, and I think that's how we say Crocodile. And stories regarding them are still told to visitors this day. Shit. Right, well, I'm going to shut myself outdoors all night now, aren't I? Class is just starting to get dark, it's just starting to get cold. Prime Duergar time. Right, oh, yeah, just imagine blot outdoors and little schmick turned up around the side that crag now. Imagine that, mate. A dwarf turning up, blotting his little dwarf turns up now. Mate, you wouldn't see me. Blot would be getting himself a second-hand Hilleberg and a new DOS bag. Have it, mate. It's a Duergar. I'm off. See you later. Boof, gone. I'll be out here, mate. Right, so, look, that's the first episode of Gory Story. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm absolutely freezing now. My hands are cold. My toes are dropping off. So, I'm going to get on with the 19 crimes, guys. Right? Warm myself up a bit. And then I'll bring this back. Obviously, we've just done the first episode of Gory Story. If anybody's got like places where you would like to suggest that I do go wild camping, where they've got like history behind it and stories and all that, stick it in the comments. Send us a message. You know, get us on Facebook and Instagram under the same name, RS Outdoors 74. You know, just messages. I'll stick it in the comments down below. It's time for the next new feature. And I've been waiting for it. So here it is. Right? So it's time for I Think This Drink. Yes, lads and lasses. Welcome to the first ever I Think This Drink. And basically what the crack is, right, I want to do a test of 2 different Candelorians. 1, 2. It's like a challenge type thing. It's not just a review. It's not just a taste test. It's a challenge. Who's the best, right? So, first and foremost, right, I think this drink is going to be about like, I think I will drink this drink, or I think this drink stinks. Right, and guys, so the first drink on I Think This Drink, the very first Candelorian, right, we're going to go for this Northern Monk, right? I can't really read that, right? Chocolate, caramel, biscuit porter. Whoa, mate. Mate, is that even real? Chocolate, caramel, biscuit, porter. Whoa, mate. I love these. I'm excited for this. What was it? I can't read that. I think it's 5.2%. 5.2%. I like these, and in particular I love porters. So it's the first time that we've ever had I think this drink, so I'm starting it off with my crack. So it's the Northern Monk 5.2% chocolate caramel biscuit porter, and it sounds like a dream, mate. I do love these. I absolutely love these, mate. Let's get down there. Let's get on there. So what I'll do basically, right, I'll drink this. Pardon me. I get mapped on this one, and then I'll charge me Osmo 3, and I'll do the next one, and I'll do a comparison, and you can tell us if I'm a real life Candelorian, or if you think I'm just some kind of Mongolian who doesn't know what I'm talking about. But listen, sniff. See, that there. See, it's chocolate, man. It's chocolate. Christmas in a tin, that. Look, I'm advertising that. I'm not paid or nothing, right? I'm telling you now, I'm not paid. I'm dying to taste it, but I won't yet. I'm not paid. That. What a smell, mate. 5.2% as well. That's it, mate. I need to taste it. So, here we go. Let it go around, let it wash around, because I'm one of them where I get the initial hit, but I don't get all the flavours straight away. So oh, mate, excellence. That is excellence. Yeah, hats off Northern Monk. Hats off Northern Monk. I don't know if you've done this. The most mental thing about this drink here is, right, when it dries, like the minute it dries on your tongue, when it dries, the dryness is like a biscuit, mate. It's like a biscuit. It's mental. You can taste the biscuit, mate. Chocolate, caramel, biscuit. Mate, that's blown my mind. That I never tasted nothing like that ever before, mate. My mate, I don't know if I've done it. So scores are out of 5 on I think I drink, and I'm gonna give this major Candelorian, right? I'm giving this, mate. This getting like, it's close to perfection, you know. For me, I don't know about you, but for me, that's close to perfection. I love it. I can't give it a 5. Nothing can be a 5. But it's like, because it's 5.2 as well, right? So you could drink that a lot. You know what I mean? So although it tastes very like desserty, it's very desserty. It's not like, it's not heavy. Oh man, it's just everything about it's so good. That is a brilliant drink. And I'm going to give that badger there, right there. I might revisit this in future episodes and give this a 5. But for right now, I'm giving this a big bad 4.75. Northern Monk, Northern Star, right? Northern Monk, Northern Star. It's the chocolate caramel biscuit porter, 5.2%. Mate, if you like porters, mate, that's going to blow your absolute mind. And we are now on to Candelorian number 2. Right? Ready for this one? I don't know if I'm ready for this one, mate, because this is going to be a mind blower, right? This is mate, Vocation Special Edition, and this one is Sweet Temptation. Ooh. Anyway, right now, my friend, oh, it's chocolate, mate. Look at that. That is chocolate, mate. Maybe I might pour too much of that, too quick. Sorry, guys, I had to lick the froth off there. I had to take a taste before I did the sniff. I poured too much in because I'm drunk, mate. Right, so listen. Smell. Right, this is different. Right, straight away, right, mate? This is different, mate. This is different. Right, this is different. Vocation, special edition, sweet temptation, right? This is different to the Northern Monk because now I don't know if I've put too much in here, mate. It's blown my face up and I've drunk it first. Smell wise, what I'm saying is it's a very bland smell. However, it's very flat. It's very flat on the nose. It's not flat in the drink, mate. It's got head. It's a good drink. You can tell it's a good drink. 6%, mate. And you can tell it's a good drink. But maybe this is me. I'm drunk as well. So you need to let us know in the comments, mate. Oh, mate. Right, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful, mate. It's a different type of taste altogether, right? So, pardon me, Rajis. Right, so, pardon me. First and foremost, what I say is the Northern Monk is much better on the nose. You can smell it, different stuff like this. The vocation, mate, it's dead flat in the nose. You can't smell it out, and I don't know if that's intentional, so it's like a surprise. Mate, beautiful that. That is like... I don't think, right, for me, it's supposed to have caramel in and I can't taste the caramel as much. I can't taste the caramel as much in there. Like in the Northern Monk, it was levels, mate. It was the chocolate, the caramel, then after a long while the biscuit kicked in. Like this here. Unless I'm being mental. It's just chocolate, like full, thick chocolate. But what I'm gonna say is it's absolutely beautiful. Like it's like eating a trifle, mate. it's like drinking this. It's like eating a trifle, a chocolate trifle, mate. Without cream on top, it's just thick. Do you know when your grandma used to make you a chocolate trifle? I don't know if any of you used to have a chocolate trifle like of your grandma. My grandma used to make chocolate trifles, and she used to make them sometimes with cream on the top and grated blocks of chocolate. I can't remember what blocks of chocolate were, right? It tastes exactly like that. The trifle at the bottom, just thick, indulgent chocolate. I think this drink, so for this one, mate, it's beautiful. Like it's not as good, in my opinion, as the Northern Monk for levels of taste. It's different on that. It's different on that, mate. It's different. It's not the same thing. But on indulgence, it blows your mind. It's beautiful, mate. These two drinks, lethal, mate. Right, lethal. If you're in the chocolate porters, I recommend to pair these. Like they're very different. They're very different in that this, the Northern Monk version, mate. The Northern Star. That's just going to blow your mind with the levels of flavour. It's clever how to do that, right? It's clever how to do that. You know, you get your chocolate, then you get caramel, then if you leave it for a long time, all of a sudden the biscuit kicks you in the face when you didn't expect it. Beautiful. This, the Vocation, mate, right? Vocation special edition. That is indulgent. It's trifle, mate. It's trifle. It's chocolate trifle in the can, right? It's absolutely beautiful. I couldn't taste no caramel in it, but it's still beautiful, right? So to pair them are unreal. So for the first ever episode of I Think This Drink, right, I'm going to give the pair of these, right, heavy scores, 4.5 out of 5. Lethal. Both of these drinks, in my opinion, are absolutely beautiful, mate. I just want to say once again, thank you very much for liking and supporting my channel and all that, right? I'm so grateful you wouldn't believe. Like, I've gone past 500 subscribers in the first couple of months. Right? Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. I'm going to catch up with you in the morning, right? Take care and stay safe. I'll see you in the morning. Not sure if you can see this now, but the inside of the tent is absolute ice.
Right guys, I've just been walking up there. It's 4:30 in the morning. Been splashing down with rain, which has stopped now, but the wind's really picked up. Just check my app. And it says that we've got gusts of between 45 kilometers an hour and 50 kilometers an hour. Feels strong, like.
Right guys, I'm just going to do this quickly. I'm back in the car. Everything's died, my phone's died, my chargers have died, this has died. I've plugged it in just so I can quickly record the end of this. But superb camp. I'll finish this off when I get back home. Right, and guys, just to wrap this video up, I'm back home with a nice brew. Finally showered nice and warm. So about 4 AM last night, the weather took a turn for the worse. I was woken up, heavy rain smashing off my tent, and then it was like somebody turned the hose pipe off. It just stopped after about 15-20 minutes, dead. Didn't peter out, it just stopped, then someone cut it off. And then just massive gusts of wind blasting in, coming in, battering the tent. So although I was in some crags and I was sheltered, I was still getting hammered a bit. It was still exposed quite high up. I think it was 450 metres where I was, 450 metres or 450 feet, I'm not sure, I have to check that. But anyway, at no point in time did I feel at risk. The Hilleberg Soulo red label, bomb-proof, as people have said before. So I'm safe and sound, I feel great. I'm so happy that I actually completed my first solo wild camp, managed to get over me, worries and issues that I thought might happen or could go wrong. And do you know what? Not everything went right. My stove didn't work. My gas stove didn't work for while I warm it up. And my sleeping bag to get it to go, and I had to revert to my little hexi blocks with fire gels. But other than that, everything went swimmingly. I checked the weather forecast for like the full week. I was checking it every single day. That's just Molly there. Happy that I'm back. Come here. So yeah, look, she's going to go mental. But at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. Great camp. I absolutely loved it. Look forward to the next one, guys. So thank you for watching this episode of RS Outdoors 74. Take care. Stay safe.